Hello, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be creating drawings based on 3 colors. This is a twist on the 3-color character challenge I did a while back. I was originally just gonna do it again, but I had enough characters floating around my head, so I decided to switch it up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing illustrations instead of characters. That's why at the beginning of this I start by drawing a person. The colors I had for the first one is R3JY6 and CG04. So a red, a yellow, and a gray. The red was a little bit more of a pink, but it was still kind of a red. I don't know. It's like a reddish pink color. I immediately had this image in my head of this girl listening to music with the red on her headphones and yellow stuff, trails of yellow coming out the back of her headphones. I drew some thumbnails, but it's pretty simple, and yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can hear him, but my cat was just scratching on the plastic table. I don't know why. He stopped now, but I don't know if the microphone picked it up. Where was I? So I drew some thumbnails, but it was pretty straightforward, so I drew it bigger and colored it in with the markers. I then went over the lines with my pencil again. I then moved into Procreate. I took a picture of the drawing in my sketchbook and I inputted it into Procreate to finish it off. I drew the outline pretty quickly, and then it took me a little bit to color match the colors, especially the red, but I got it eventually. I used it to color in the headphones like I planned. I then colored everything else in with gray. I recorded part of the entire process, but part of it got lost. I just clicked stop record and it all disappeared. So it jumps around a lot. So this is what happened on the non-recorded, non-existent footage that I definitely recorded. I added the yellow strands. I set the layer mode to add glow to, make it glow as it's supposed to. And then I added some highlights, and then yeah, I was done. So that's that first drawing. I'm not sure what I wanted to call the drawing. I usually don't name my drawings, but yeah. So that's the first one. The next drawing is based on the colors yellow green 1, brown red 3, and warm gray 01. I actually got red 1 as well, but I was only going to use 3 colors and it didn't go with the other 2 colors as well. Well, as they all went with each other. I wanted to draw something a little bit more summery, more springy, so I sketched out a person and a pose. I drew a girl running and wearing a dress. I used a stick figure to sketch out my pose, which I've been using a lot during mermaid, so it's been working pretty good. The only thing is mermaids don't really have legs or feet, so that was a little bit difficult, but I figured it out. I really like this sketch more than I like the finished illustration, because when my sketch is done, hi kitty, when I put it in digitally, I wasn't able to fully render it the way I wanted it to be, because I'm impatient and I do it all in one sitting, and I was exhausted, and if I don't do it all in one sitting, then there's a chance that I won't ever finish it because I just forget that it's there. So yeah, So when my sketch was done, I used my kneaded eraser to lighten the sketch and blocked in my colors. I used the warm gray for the hair and the dress, and used the warm brown for the accents and stripes on the dress and sleeves. It took me a couple of minutes to figure out where to put the green, but I finally decided to make it in the background like grass. I then did the exact same thing as the first one. It was pretty quick, and I just kind of drew in some line art and blocked in the colors, and then I did some finishing touches on it after adding in the green background. And yeah, this isn't my favorite one, but I don't think any of them are really my favorite ones. I think I could have put, like, it could have been better, but you know, I've been pretty stressed lately, so I just kind of went with it. I gave it my B effort, you could say. So yeah, that's the second one. So for the last one is my favorite one. And the colors were red 2, red 7, and yellow red 1. Seeing a theme here with reds. I immediately thought of a curtain, like draping down, kind of like as a background. So that's what I decided to draw. I drew a character in the corner just to like give it a little bit more interest, I guess. I really like sketching in my sketchbook. Just like it's just satisfying. I don't know. It's incredible. It's like different from sketching on my tablet, because like on my tablet I feel like I've got to like completely finish it, but in my sketchbook I can finish it quicker, and it's really satisfying, because the most satisfying thing for me is to like check things off of a list or like just finish things. So, and in my sketchbook it feels finished without it actually being, like, not actually being finished isn't really the right term. It's more like just it looking done or being done and being like, oh, this looks done. So really liked it, and this one was particularly fun to draw, the different folds and the curtains and stuff. So yeah, and then when I was done with the sketch, I blocked in the colors, and I just used the two colors that were the two reds, and I just kind of blended those two together on the curtain, the darker one for the shadows and then the lighter one obviously for the rest. And then I took a picture of it and I inputted it in, and I started on the line art. I did the curtains pretty sketchy and used the line art to contribute to the shading. I wanted the color I was gonna say something and then I forgot where I was going with that sentence. That happens to me way too often. I color picked off of the photo that I took of the picture that I drew in my sketchbook to get the correct colors, and I just kind of did that all around, just kind of painting it in using the gouache brush. And then I blended it out using the soft blend to make it look a little bit more like thick and velvety, kind of like it's a thicker, more soft fabric. And then I used the yellow-brown color for the dress and colored in the hair and the skin. And then I colored it in to shade it, and then I used black for the background. And when I was using the black for the background, I was like, the line art's blending into this. It kind of looks like they're just like spikes going into the curtain. And I was like, no, that's not gonna work. So I used some white to like emphasize that like this is where the curtain starts and ends, and it doesn't completely blend into the background. So, and then I added some white on the curtains as highlights, and then I was done. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a good day, and like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.